Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
Attention car shoppers. Right now at South Carolina Federal Credit Union, you can get a new or used auto loan and pay nothing until 2024. And no payments for 90 days means nothing out of pocket going into the new year. Plus, we have flexible rates and terms, so you could make the best financial choice for you. Learn more at scfederal.org/auto loans. That's scfederal.org/auto loans. Certain restrictions apply. Existing South Carolina Federal credit loans are excluded.
Baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark. Mommy shark do-do-do-do-do, mommy shark
Hello and welcome.
And welcome. Your British old lady voice is not.
Dude, fire.
Oh, wonderful. He's doing old British voice, everybody. Fantastic.
Hey, what's going on? We should be better at this, I think.
Hey, and in honor of having my daughter here, I'm glad that your song intro was a baby shark. Do.
You like that?
Yeah,
huh?
I mean,
I was gonna go Sesame Street, but I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I'll do or Conjunction Junction, but she wouldn't have understood that.
She would not have, because it's not her function.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not even ours. I don't think.
Yeah.
You didn't win the election.
No. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing okay, man. How are you?
Oh, we are sitting back in our same place as last time, Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill. Oh, by the way, we should be better at this.
Oh, that's right. No, I think I might have said that.
You might have, but I just assumed
I didn't
you
say
didn't.
my name. You said my name.
I am Chris Donovan, or
I
you
am
are
Eric Leckie.
Okay, there we
There we
go.
go.
Together, we should be better at this. No, I ordered you a beer.
It's not here.
It's not here. It's in there, but I ordered you a beer.
It was funny because you text me and you're like, I'm going to be a few minutes late. Can you order me a meatball sub and a soda? And I'm like, actually.
Yeah.
Bud Light, please. Do you have Ultra on tap by chance?
I have the unlimited.
I'll take Bud Light then. Big Bud Light, please.
Yeah.
And then there's food here somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
there's food there.
Food. Okay, so we're here again. I really like this place.
Yeah, the food is good. I like the curly fries from last time.
Ooh, yeah, and I got the regular fries with the chicken sandwich.
So you're going back to work on Monday. I actually start my new job on Thursday, and I have a thought. I think I have to go back to work just so I stop spending money.
You know what? That's so true.
Like, when I'm at work, I'm so busy working, I'm not spending things. But when you're kind of alone and sitting around, you're like, I think I'm going to buy something.
What am I going to do? Oh, look, Amazon just happened to pop up on my phone.
Well, let me check into Amazon, yeah.
It's so funny because I work so far away from my house, I don't see my wife ever during the week usually, just in the early or late at night.
Yeah.
So we've gone out to lunch a few times. And by a few times, I mean every day. And as you know, I partake in the suds.
Suds.
So those are the most expensive things. So 2 people, lunch, about $50 a day.
Yeah, that adds up. Yeah, that adds up real quick.
Oh, by the way, that's a big truck emptying garbage.
That is a trash truck. It says, I love how they try to rebrand themselves as trash trucks. Think green, think clean.
Oh, no, the truck's cleaner than the people.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. and I don't know what it... okay, this just popped up since the trash truck's right here.
Yeah.
I got a problem with trash guys.
Okay, like the guys that work there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you why. Do you remember...
Amazing. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, thank you, dude.
We just got a beer. I mean, by me.
What do you got?
Yeah, can I get the 3 taquitos, please?
Is that it?
Yeah, for now. Can I keep this? Yeah, thank you.
So, my thoughts on the trash trucks in general. So, it used to be back in the day of our fathers and our grandfathers and all. You'd put out the metal trash
cans. Is this a sermon now?
No, but you'd put out the metal trash cans,
yeah.
right? And the guy would come. You'd have to pick him up. He'd dump him over. You'd have to shake him over his head a little bit. Rattle, rattle, rattle.
Yep.
Right?
Got it. Saw the movie Men at Work.
Yeah, Men at Work.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Charlie Sheen. Got
right,
it.
exactly. Fantastic. It's a documentary.
It is.
More than
Acts
it is
pretty
anything.
much.
Yeah.
Because they're both trash men
Yeah,
now.
they're both trash. But nowadays, you have to have them all color-coded by bin. The arm picks it up for them. It dumps it into the tray. We got lectured by our garbage man because our cans were too close together.
Really?
And I thought to myself, so what, so you can't move them?
I
He
got
goes,
lectured
no.
because I put garbage in the green one.
Oh, really? Did they threaten to fine you?
Yes. When I lived in Corona, they did, but not when we were in Riverside.
I just think it's weird because they used to have to do, garbage man got paid pretty well because you were having to do a lot of physical labor. Nowadays these guys drive, they push a button, the arm, the hydraulic lift arm picks up everything, shakes it out for them, sets it back down, they drive up to the next thing. Uber drivers do more work than a garbage man.
Well, that's debatable.
Yeah, and they smell about the same.
Yeah, they do. I actually, the Uber story, taking an Uber to the airport, the guy literally cut one and it smelled so bad. But the only reason I started smelling something, he rolled down all the windows and I'm like, oh, really? Really? Oh, he got a 1 star.
Yeah. I've decided in 2019, one of my resolutions was to be more aggressive with my star ratings. I was traditionally I give everyone a 5-star. They're just out there trying to do their thing.
Yeah.
Same thing like if you leave a reply for a waiter, give him a
Yelp
good
is
thing.
the devil.
Yelp, whatever. So now I've just decided to be just brutally honest with everything, and I'm giving 1 stars out like there's no tomorrow.
I'm surprised it's taking you this long, Eric.
Yeah,
I've known you for a while.
I've tried to be a good guy. Tried to be a good guy.
Bless you. We have a guest on the
We do. Let's see if she'll actually say a word. Hold on. Say a word. See, she won't. She's the opposite of the other
Should
one.
have just said a word. It would have been a great joke. You'd have been the funniest one on the show.
Last week we made a joke. We were talking about Nic Cage. We did our Nic Cage facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
But where do I drop that in? Tell me where.
No, I just did the impression for you.
Oh, okay. Then
Look at me saving you the work of doing drops.
Oh.
So he was in the news. So after this 4-hour wedding 4-hour marriage that he had,
longer than most Hollywood marriages.
Yes. He went on a little bit of a bender, as Nic Cage is inclined to do, and he was videoed singing what they would label as aggressive karaoke.
Okay. Was it like Slipknot?
It was the way he was doing it. It was, like if...
He's like, nothing compares.
Doing it Andrew WK style.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Party hard.
Party hard. In fact, if you got a little clip of it, play a little clip here.
Black purple rain, purple rain. Woo! Purple rain, purple rain.
I love making you do things. But anyways, he's nutty Nic Cage living up to expectations, and singing karaoke really isn't my jam. Do you and Evelyn or anyone do the karaoke thing?
We haven't done it in a long time. I used to do it from time to time because I went to radio school. Everybody wants to be the center of attention. Yeah. So we would go out and we'd do karaoke at Hawaiian Gardens.
Oh, Hawaiian
Gardens till 2 in the morning, and then we go have breakfast.
By the way, Hawaiian Gardens, for those of you who don't know, is neither Hawaiian nor garden-like.
No, it's a casino, a very dirty casino near Long Beach.
They've improved it. It's actually much cleaner now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they cleaned it up. They renovated it. But still, no. But the city in general is neither Hawaiian-like or garden-like. It is kind of one of those areas where you don't want to be out of your car.
You know why it's called that?
Why?
Because the Hawaiian bread factory is right down the street.
Oh.
I just made that up.
Wow, that sounded really good.
I know, but I know the Hawaiian bread factory is around there somewhere.
Let's add that to Wikipedia. I think that was good enough to be believable. That's fantastic, actually. Did you do anything else over the last week since we met last?
I actually did a really cool thing today. My wife was on a panel over at UCR, which is University of California, Riverside.
Uh-huh.
The entertainment
It's
panel.
Not University California Redneck.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
No rednecks. Well, one.
And he's the dean.
Yeah. He's in charge. But she was on a panel with the guy that wrote and directed Land Before Time, the very first one.
Wait, so not number 17,
No,
not number 15.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Kids Bop 42.
Yeah.
No,
the original one, which was really good, actually.
Yeah, right. And then she was on that panel, which was really cool, and I thought that it was really neat, and it was very inspiring, actually. Damn, that looks really good.
She wanted a bigger one so that she could take some home.
Holy cow! Okay, so then the girl that doesn't talk got pizza,
Those are my curly fries.
and he got a meatball sub. Damn, I'm missing out. Actually, there's going to be leftover pizza.
It's for her. That's why she's planned ahead.
Here's the plates, people. Okay, so so we did that. That's why I was late to this.
The Land Before Time, though. So that has, God, what has that been, 30 years?
I got that toy when I was 10.
Wow,
like
that
9
really,
or 10.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny
30
because
years.
I still think of that. I don't know why I don't think of that as an old movie. Maybe it's because I'm nostalgic about it. But
Well, it's because they made one last year. They're on like 64. But yeah, no, he did that. He's also a professor there at the college, which was really cool. So two on the panel were professors. One was there were 5 total. The other one was like an accountant for Lionsgate. One was an intern leader over
Were you
at
guys
Disney.
just getting to ask questions about animation or just about movie
It was
making, or
entertainment
what?
in general. So
Okay.
like working in the industry. And the other guy was a working actor out of Hollywood who does the IE Film Festival put it together.
What kind of things do they have to say? Especially, I'm sure they have a lot to add about how much animation in Hollywood has changed in general.
Yeah, and it was
the
just
business.
entertainment though. It was more just acting and stuff. It wasn't so much about the drawing, but that was like all the facets of the jobs were covered. Like accountants are in Hollywood too, and you've got these people in Hollywood too. So if you want to work in entertainment, that's something you might like, and that's also in that field, and you might do that.
You know, a funny. You're right about that. I never actually thought about that till just now. But you're right. If you're an accountant, there's no reason you have to be, a boring accountant office. You can go be an accountant for a fun industry. And it reminds
like
me
Nickelodeon.
when I was doing all those game shows. One of them
What you
I
lied
was
about?
on was Deal or No. It was the 1v100 when I was going to be on that.
Oh
one.
yeah, okay.
So I'm in the back and I'm in the green room waiting to go on for taping, and they're wiring me for sound and all that kind of stuff. And a guy comes in, older white guy, white hair, in a nice suit. He goes, yeah, Steve. He goes, he's the lawyer, and he wanted to sit down and talk with me. And during our talk, he's just going over what you can say. You can't leak out the results of what happened until this actually airs.
you
You
sign
can't
an NDA.
Yeah, NDA.
Yeah, all that.
You have to sign all that stuff. Well, I was talking to him. I said, "So, do you do this on the side?" He goes, "Well, I was a lawyer for 40 years, and he goes, now I do this. I make more money at this than in my law practice." I said, "Why?" He was, "Just for me to get you to sign these few papers, and I'm going to stick around here for a few hours." He goes, "I'm going to make like $5,000."
Yeah, the
And
CEO
like
of my
literally
company-
for doing nothing. He was there for like 30 minutes
the
tops.
CEO of my company was a lawyer. So it definitely makes sense. I mean, it's also business too. You're a lawyer, you learn on to business. But
And Hollywood has a big reach too. I mean, like you said, it's carpenter. I mean, do you know how many on set? How many?
builders.
Like, if you've ever been on a set, there are a lot of people doing carpentry
Yeah.
and doing design and doing electrical work.
Yep.
Tons of electrical work all the
electricians,
time.
plumbers, everything. They got to make shit work on a set. So yeah, no, there's all different facets. But it was really cool to hear and very inspiring. I've been off for a few weeks for personal medical reasons, but it gave me that.
He
bug.
means
It gave me
rectal
the bug
surgery,
again.
right?
Yeah, no, rectal enlargement.
No, rectal surgery is that's. He gave it an enlargement.
All right, okay. Well,
Hey, we went and did something this week too.
Yeah.
We all went to the family and I, all four of us, went to Knott's Berry Farm.
which is a farm where they make jam. How
It
was that?
started off as a farm where they make jam.
Oh, it changed?
It's interesting, and it just kind of got me thinking about the two parks. We've been going to Knott's Berry Farm a lot more than Disney just because of the price. Is really what
Disney
it
is super expensive. And Knott's Berry Farm, you can hit that on a day where it's slow, and you can go on tons of rides. It gets busy at night on the weekends. During the day, during the week, it's not that bad.
yeah. It
We went on New Year's Day once.
Yeah.
Nobody in the park. We walked on every ride.
Have you ever gone for like the Not Scary Farm?
Yes,
which is where
every
the
year we go
Halloween
because my wife's radio station broadcasts, so we get in free. I don't think I've ever paid for a ticket for Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh wow.
So we
Well,
go.
we bought season passes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's one of those that
It's like only like
when we had our
75, 80
Disneyland
bucks or
passes
$500.
plus. That's before you add anything. We have 4 Knott's Berry Farm passes that includes the water park next door.
Nice.
Includes
So-
parking, and one of us gets free food every 4 hours when you're there. You can turn and
Oh,
get
yeah.
free food and all that. It was less than the price of one Disneyland
No.
pass.
We had Disney passes, and every time we went, it was $20 for parking, $20 for a soda, $74 for a beer.
Yeah. Oh, it's huge. Yeah, he's not lying by much. Like it's really, really
It
close.
sounds
to that.
inflated, but it is. So I agree. We know we do the zoo. We're only an hour and 20 minutes from the zoo or safari park.
Yeah.
It's less than $100. It's like $50 a kid.
I love the safari park. It's a good one.
We went there and we do all sorts of stuff there. So we like doing that. So those expire in June. So we've been a couple times.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite parks? Do you have like a favorite? What we were talking about?
Oh, yeah,
this,
we were
like,
talking,
like theme parks in general.
Do zoos count?
I kind of think they do.
I do too because SeaWorld does have the roller coaster.
And you've been all over. Have you been to theme parks in other states?
I've been in
and other-
Florida. I've been in Silverwood in Spokane, Washington. And
so I've not heard of that
Silverwood
one.
is a small amusement park in Spokane. It's probably one of the very few, maybe 1-2 tops in Washington State. But it was the one that was a couple hours away that we could drive to and go to. And that was the only that one I went to when I was a senior in high school. And then I've been to Disney, the Animal Kingdom, which was amazing. The Animal Kingdom's if you go to Florida, don't miss the Animal Kingdom.
Okay, so
There's like 5 parks over there.
When you went, okay, that actually gets us into this topic of where we're going to maybe talk about our theme parks that we visited.
Our favorite ones.
The favorite ones. You've been there. They have the 5 theme parks. If you remember them all, or if you've at least checked them all out, rank them. What's the best and what's the worst of those? We're just talking.
I've been to 3 of the 5. I've been to the Hollywood Park. I've been to Animal Kingdom. I've been to Epcot. And
Now, the Animal Kingdom has what looks like an amazing hotel where, like, the giraffes, like, come up
right out
and-
your window. But the safari is the thing that everybody goes for. Now they have the Avatar ride.
Oh.
So the safari is amazing. We ran there, got on it right away, and you're literally, the giraffe was about to come in, like, put its head in the car.
Wow.
I look over at my wife, and I'm like, I'm about to punch a giraffe. I don't know that they
get a
get
little
near
too
me.
You get some weird, like, tick-borne disease.
Yeah, right. but they're right there, and the rhinos and the hippos, they're all there. The only ones that are like off a little bit are the lions and stuff. But I mean, it's like you're in Africa.
Now,
They have-
you stayed on property,
No,
right?
no, we stayed
'cause
off
that's
at a resort.
really expensive.
Oh God,
right?
it's like
Yeah.
$7,000 a night.
Right, yeah.
But if for those three, I would go Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Park, because Hollywood's got Star Tours and Star Wars stuff. They have this really cool Indiana Jones show.
Wow.
They had a roller
Oh, a
coaster.
show. Not even a ride, the show.
Yeah, like a big. Yeah, it was like a Waterworld from Universal Studios.
Okay.
And then they had a really lame themed roller coaster, and I say that it was probably very popular back in the 80s. It was Aerosmith.
Really?
You're meeting them in the back alley and jumping in their limo with them.
Oh, okay.
It's lame as fudge.
That's like a Captain EO at Disney.
Oh,
It used to
yeah.
be Captain EO. So I really regret not taking advantage. My wife worked at Disney. We would have
Yes.
gotten into those for free,
Yeah.
and we would have gotten 50% off the hotel stay.
You know what happened? And this is amazing because I do surround myself with really cool people and amazing people, except for you.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'm the exception. I get it.
Yeah. That a friend of mine's like, I heard you're going to Florida. And I go, yeah. And she goes, I have a friend over there. He'll sign you in.
Oh, wow.
We got
That
signed into
saves
both
so
parks.
much money.
Yeah. And he's like, we're like, we want to give you a little present. And he goes, we can't do it right here at the gate because they're like, you're trying to sell it. I'm like, no, literally, I'm just like a thank you. And he's like, cool, I'll donate it to my charity that I work with. And I'm like, holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
so it was really cool. He signed us into both parks. We didn't pay for the tickets. We paid
that's
for
an
parking.
insane amount of savings.
I know.
actually.
So we got lucky. And then when we went to Epcot, we won the tickets because we raised the most money for a charity that we ran a half
Now,
marathon that day.
I heard Epcot is the worst of the five.
Epcot is an adult park to go and eat and drink. That's all we did.
Yeah.
And we did that one ride that's in that
I
big
hear at
globe.
nighttime it turns into like a little more risque. Like it's a little bit more of a club.
It's like it's like a downtown of a city where you can go to like the Irish bar, you can go over here and have Italian food. It's very like travel around the world and eat what you want. We had sushi, fish sticks. I think we had some pasta. We had a lot of stuff, but we just ran a half marathon that morning. So,
Oh, that was good. That's probably really good for your stomach.
so we did that.
So, and then obviously we've been all over California and some theme parks. But if you were going to rank like kind of your top three that you've been to, what would they be?
Animal Kingdom in Florida for Disney.
Yeah, is that number three?
That's number one. Actually, I should have started the other way.
So you say
I
that's
should
the-
be better at this.
You should be.
I would say that Six Flags is really awesome here in California.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
I know you're exactly right. You're exactly
Right now, it'd be cool to go, but I ain't getting on all those rides again.
No way.
Yeah.
It's
You've been
changed. Yeah, it's changed. Your body has changed. You know, like
You call me fat?
Yes. No, but something about your equilibrium changes as you get older. I used to be the iron stomach guy. I once rode the teacups in Disneyland with a friend, and we broke the teacups because we spun it so fast. We actually broke the axle.
We tried to break pirates. You have
Yeah.
a theme
Yeah,
every time you go to that theme park.
I've really tried to wreck Disney. But now I can't even get on the teacups because I go around 3 times and I feel like I'm going to puke. And I used to be the iron stomach guy. So
what's funny?
it's harder to ride roller coasters.
That
now.
was me, but I hit it a lot earlier.
Yeah.
When I went, like I said, Silverwood when I was in high school, I got on this little tiny ride, the little cut. Have you ever seen the movie Explorers where they make that
Oh, yeah.
spaceship?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
make it out of that the ride from a theme park.
Yeah.
The back. I was in that. 2 of my buddies, we looked really not straight.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
Is that the name of your other podcast?
not straight.
Yeah.
And they looked at me and my mouth, and I had my mouth full with my mouth closed, like I was blowing out my cheeks, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And the ride stopped, and they got up, and I went right all over the seat, and I was like 17.
So
And
you
now
already
I don't
topped
do
it.
Gravitron anymore. I
Yeah.
barely do the teacups, and if I do it, I'm the one turning it very slowly.
Yeah. So I completely lost it. But if I was ranking mine, I'm going to put
Have you been to any outside of California?
just some small ones. Nothing big. I went to the Six Flags in Texas. I I've never been to any in Florida. I've only been to Florida on business, so I've never been to any in Florida.
It's worth the trip if you can get like discounts if you know someone for Disneyland.
Yeah, totally. But honestly, number one is the original for me. The original Disneyland, 1955. It opened, and I love that mix of nostalgia, but they're still not afraid to make something new. So I like the old and the new kind of mixed together. And I used to teach swing dancing classes there, which is a great way to meet girls.
That's cool.
Back when swing was popular in the late 90s. And I really love that park and its authenticity. I would have to say number 2 for me is going to be the animal park here, the safari park here in San Diego.
Oh, we're huge fans of that. We go all the time.
Yeah,
We love that place.
because it's just so cool to be able to take your kids and see stuff like that you can't see every other time. And it's not like a zoo. You know, they're actually going to be interactive and out in the wild. And then number 3 would be Knott's Berry Farm. And I'll explain why on this. So I kind of have a thought to the way the theme parks are.
Well, I mean, Knott's is really cool because they go over and above for Knott's Scary Farm.
Oh, they do. Oh,
Yeah,
and they
like-
really, really go above and
Like
beyond.
they go out and they have Hollywood set builders. They have Hollywood makeup artists.
And they've
all
stepped
back
up. They've stepped up their roller coaster game in the past decade, 15 years. So they have great roller
there. As soon
coasters.
as they tear that one down that kills people.
Right, but they. I have a thought about roller coasters, and this is a thought I have. So you know the lines that you have to wait in sometimes, hour and a half, 2 hour, 3 hour lines to get on a roller coaster that's going to last a minute, right?
Less than a minute.
Less
Unless
than
you're
a minute.
Disneyland, that one's 3 minutes long.
Yeah, but my problem I have with it is, okay, so all the time and effort it takes to build a roller coaster, the framing of it, the electronics, the track itself, right? Think of a big wooden roller coaster, for instance.
Oh, God.
Okay, think of all the time and effort it takes to do it. Now, how much extra, just little tiny bit, do you think it would be to add a second track side by side? Because my thought is, when you're building it, you're already paying all this
already
money.
there?
You're already there. If you added that second track, you can now have 2 cars running, which means the line is going to go twice as fast. So now that 3 hour wait is now an hour and a half, or that hour and a half wait's now 40 minutes or whatever. And I don't understand why they don't
Patent pending.
have two tracks side
Yeah.
by side.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they might have a right. Oh, do we get a note? We got a note from
my
producer.
daughter our producer wants to know which ride kills people.
Oh.
Since we just went, she's concerned.
It was Knott's Berry Farm. It's the one that went straight up and then straight back down. It was like a car-shaped thing. They stopped using it, right? When you were there yesterday? Yeah, because 2 people flew off.
The one there, they go upside down and they come back around. They've changed it now.
I don't know
It's
the
just
name
a
of it.
different ride.
Yeah, but they do have a new one, the surfboard one.
No, catch a wave. That
Yeah.
one looks a little too much for me.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter wanted to go on it.
Ago, we were like, yeah, let's get on that. It'd be awesome. How many loop-de-loops? Woo.
None.
Now we're like, you guys go. I'll have a beer.
Let's say you were doing a theme park.
Okay.
It's going to be the Chris Donovan theme park. A, what is the theme of your theme park?
that's simple.
And 2, would you go over the top, spend spare no expense, have everything top notch, but your tickets are going to be like $1 gazillion each, or do you go on the cheap, kind of like what Knott's Berry Farm does, and hire minimum wage teenage workers, understaff the place so that everything's busy? I mean, like, which direction do you go?
You almost have to go over the top to separate yourself from everything else.
Yeah.
From Disney. Themed,
Yeah. What would be your theme? You're opening your own theme park. What is your theme?
I would spare no expense and make dinosaurs. No.
Nothing can go wrong there.
Nothing can go. We've only had 5 movies about it. 6 if you count that one B-rated one. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Pork. We were both on that same one.
But I would love, and you're going to agree with me, Simpsons theme, Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah. Like Itchy and Scratchy Land.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking those same things just because you would have the opportunity to go kid-like when you wanted to, but you could also go over-the-top adult-like themed horror.
Yeah.
Because it really ranges. That was kind of where I was going too.
But Universal.
Have you seen the
Universal, they have that whole street
the Simpsons Street?
that's all Simpsons, which is the coolest. I hadn't seen that
We've
before.
never taken my youngest here to that. So
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Your dad's a
she's
jerk.
just now getting tall enough to ride rides, really. So
Okay. Yeah, my youngest is 8. So
Now-
she's sipping.
yeah, she's very happy to say that she rode Ghost Rider yesterday.
Oh,
at
my God. How
Disneyland.
was it?
Wait,
It was good. She said a word.
She said a word. Let's do this.
Hold on.
Josephine, how was Ghost Rider? Come on.
Good. Good.
It was good. What was your favorite part?
Spilling your soda all over your meatball stuff.
See, that was the best laugh.
See,
we've
we
gotten in
should be
weeks.
better at this.
Yeah. That was the best laugh we've gotten in
Ouch.
weeks.
That hurt my hand. I had to save my beer.
All right.
Oh, she's my hero.
She just wants to laugh. All right.
Okay, so
Oh, well.
Ghost Rider. It is fun, but it's a wood one, right?
Yeah, I love wood roller
Oh, I
coasters.
don't. If you go to Six Flags and get on that wood roller coaster, it's the death of you.
But see, I like that they scare you with you think it's gonna fall.
Unsafety? I mean, there's no cushion, so you slide back and forth in the car and you hit the person next to you, and there only can be 2 people, and there's not enough room, and then it's like,
We also had the problem of this little girl here is a daddy's girl. She wants to ride with her dad and everything. And
Oh, yeah.
we went on one of the rides where it had the bar, the lap bar that comes, but it's one for each of us. So you got the
Oh, it's
biggest
one for
guy.
each of you?
No, I meant like one all the way
one for
across.
both of you, yeah.
And we got our biggest person mixed with our smallest person.
She's got like a 5-foot room.
So I'm worried that like I'm choking to death because the thing's literally like poking me so hard I can't breathe, and my daughter is like wiggling around in the seat, and I'm holding her with one hand.
She's got 2 feet from the bar. Happens to me all the time.
And like as we were about to take off on the ride, I turned to my wife and say, "We really shouldn't have put the big guy with the little girl."
You know what? I've done that so many times that right now I'm like, if she flies out, I get insurance.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's right. I can make another one.
Yeah. So I can always make another kid. Well, no, I
No,
can't.
I can't either. Yeah.
Okay,
I
where
think
are
I'm
we?
ready to do some movies.
Hooray for Hollywood! It's really got me. Hooray! 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 Hooray for Hollywood!
Lucky Land Casino asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
All right. So this is an interesting one because I have seen a movie and you haven't.
Yes.
So we're going to attempt to talk about this. I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet, but the movie
Okay.
Shazam.
But it's DC.
I understand that. But
I didn't
DC,
go see Batman vs. Superman in theater.
DC only makes about one good movie every 8 years. Yeah, I mean, I was being a little more generous. Yeah, the last good one they did. Well, they did Wonder Woman was good. The Dark Knight Rises was good. I'm trying to think of the other one that was
was a
good.
long time ago.
Yeah, that was like 2008.
I'm not going to lie. I liked Batman vs. Superman. I'm glad I didn't spend money to go see it in theater. But, I mean, I still liked it because the nostalgia of having Batman fight Superman was really cool. The whole Martha thing was dumb.
Well, so
what'd you think?
So it was essentially the movie Big, but with a cape.
Shut the front door. I'm really going to love it then.
And what made it funny was that you could tell that they were doing an ode to it because at one point he's running through a toy store as he's being chased by a bad guy, and he stops and he lands on that piano on the floor, and he taps on it a little bit and then continues on in the chase.
Really?
And so it was like their little ode to the fact that they know that this was just the movie Big with a cape.
See, and I heard it was really good and fun and family friendly.
With about 5 cuss words.
Yeah. So, but I also heard that if they want to capitalize on the movie doing pretty good,
Yeah.
they should make one right now because the kid is like at that age where he might come back looking like a man.
Yeah. I know you're exactly right. I thought the same thing because if they're smart about this, they can easily turn this into a pretty quick turn, easy franchise. There wasn't much to this. This is actually more of a story about a kid in a foster home.
Okay.
Really? And without giving anything away, but he's in a foster home and we all know the story. He becomes
Why would they do that? Because no foster kids can afford to go to movies. Why would they make it relatable?
But no, you know the story. The kid is able to. Oh, so the kid's he it's your standard. Oh, he's gotten chosen to do this. Blah 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 blah. And if he says the word Shazam, he turns into this character that's very similar to Captain Marvel, and that is because the original name of this character was Captain Marvel.
I know.
So he had a lot. He's super strong. He's super fast, like the Flash. He's kind of gotten like 4 or 5.
Like Supermanish.
Very Supermanish. Very Supermanish. And it's the story is just like the movie Big. This kid kind of discovering that he has abilities, and just like in the movie Big, where as soon as he turns an adult, he goes out and buys a porn mag and some cigarettes. And whatever. This guy, he gets superpowers, and he's standing on the top of the steps in the Philadelphia where Rocky stands.
Really?
And he's doing like lightning bolt tricks with his hands for money. Like hey dude, want to see lightning bolts?
Like he's a magician.
Right, because he's a kid. He doesn't know what to do with it.
Josephine, close your ears for a second.
Close your ears.
So, what if you're in like the middle of sex and you're like Shazam? Yeah. Would it really hurt her?
No. So what happens?
I don't know how that would work.
When he says Shazam, you can undo it. When he says Shazam, he goes from being a 14-year-old boy to an adult. Wow. So when he says it again, he goes back to being a 14-year-old boy. So, that could lead to a very big surprise.
Yeah, right? Can you imagine? She'd be like, "Did that really happen?
Yeah.
What did we have? Shazam! Like change real quick."
Yeah. I mean,
like you blinked.
The story was okay. Wasn't anything to write home about, but it was fun. It was a fun movie that had some good laughs. Had some good laughs. Very easily relatable. Fun cast.
I couldn't afford to go because I had to buy in-game tickets.
Do you know who actually? And I was really happy to see him to bring The Walking Dead into this. Do you remember the big chubby guy with the beard who was the Kingdom? He was the second-hand man to the king.
Yeah, George or whatever.
Yeah, he was like really nice and friendly with them. Where he's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" That guy
has an axe on his
back. He actually has a major story arc.
That's great because everybody loves that guy.
Everybody loves that guy, and you can even tell like in this, he just gives off so much like he's a good guy and all that. But he plays the foster parent in this, and it's a pretty big role. Like so, I'm thinking I was so happy. I'm like, I'm really glad he got a role.
He created Shazam.
He did.
That brings the Walking Dead world into the DC.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no, is Rick Grimes going to show up in Batman?
Ooh, that'd be good. They both talk the same. Hey, I'm Rick Grimes. Right. Hey, I'm Batman.
It's not a dictatorship anymore.
It's a Rick-tatorship. All right. Well, that actually leads me to I want to play a little game of Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
All right. This week's theme for Rotten Tomatoes, we're a few weeks into the baseball season, and I thought it's a good time to do the baseball edition of Rotten Tomatoes, and these are baseball movies. Now, as you know, with Rotten Tomatoes, we pick a couple of movies each. We try to guess a score. This is the critics' score, not the audience score.
And you're going to have to help me because I don't have my
notes. He doesn't have his list, but I wrote down the movies that you selected. So the first one you selected for me was Rookie of the Year.
Okay, so this one I really like because I was younger when it happened.
Remember what year did this come out?
I would have to say like 94, 95?
Sounds about right, like 92, 93,
because I was playing baseball when it happened, and I'm like, oh my God, that could really happen? No, it can't.
One thing I remember, the line from the movie is funky butt loving. When he hurts his arm and he hits the guy in the nose with his newly healed up
his elastic arm. Yeah. No, I don't remember that, but I remember Gary Busey, I believe, is the baseball player.
Yes,
which is
odd.
Yeah,
he doesn't look that athletic.
And Justin Long was the kid, right?
That's right. I think it's Justin Long. So that movie was fun because you're right. It gave you the impression if you were a kid of the same age, you thought to yourself,
I could play for the Twins.
It could happen. It could totally happen.
I did like how it ended with the mom like being the star, not the dad that she made up. Probably had a one-night stand.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny because now that I'm an adult and I think about it, she just never knew the dad, and the dad just boned out. Yeah.
I like it that at the end of the movie, he loses his power, and so he has to pitch to that final batter with just
underhand like his mom used to.
Yeah. Which is really cool, and it was a funny movie. Now the question is what did that score? Now that we know that was a cheesy kids movie, so I'm assuming that critics didn't like it. It was fun.
It was a fun kid movie.
It was a fun kid movie, but critics can be harsh on it. I'm going to go right in the middle, and I'm going to say...
and please keep track.
I'm going to say 50.
Write down 50, Joe.
Joe, write down 50.
For Rookie. Right? Rookie, 50.
50.
Sweet. Thank you.
Next up. All right, my movie for you is... This movie is full of laughs. I consider it a modern-day classic. It's on TV all the time, always edited for television, of course. And that movie is about the Cleveland Indians race for a pennant, and that's Major League.
One of my favorite movies.
I love this movie. This movie has a lot of stars in it. Wesley Snipes before he was Wesley Snipes and evading the government on taxes.
Tom Berenger,
Corbin Burnson.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Playing Ricky Vaughn is a Charlie Sheen before he was filled with tiger's blood.
Yep.
And everything. And It also has who else?
There's the coach. I can't remember his name, but the old.
But he
dude.
always has the gruff voice like this.
It has Joe Boo, which is the Allstate guy now.
Yes, he's the Allstate guy, and he was the president of the United States on 20 Show 24.
Yeah.
This had a lot of stars, and it had great scenes like where the Christian guy on the team pees in Joe Boo's sacrifice
the old dude
thing.
That's in a lot of movies too.
Or Willie Mays Hayes talking about stealing all those bases, and he's nailing up the gloves to the wall.
How about too high? Who says that? Who gives a shit? It's gone.
And then you have the great Bob Uecker doing the commentary, which was essentially recreated for the movie Best in Show, the Christopher Guest movie.
Yeah.
Same kind of concept, but he's just making smart alecky comments.
It was so great. It's such a great movie. All my friends quote it because it came out before we were playing baseball in high school, and then we watched it, and we're like, cool. That pop up, that pop up of the owner, where they pull the piece off.
Which, by the way, is a great idea.
We liked it as kids.
Yeah, we definitely did too. Now
but I don't think critics liked it.
I don't think critics liked it. Now, I love this movie, and it's one of those ones that when it's on and I'm flipping through channels, I stop. And I watch it from that point on because I love this movie.
How about the face on Charlie Sheen where he goes, I didn't know who she was when he slept with his wife.
That was really good. I like that. So, but how do you think this did?
I would say it probably ranked low. So I'm going to say like a 48 for Major League.
All right, 48.
So 48 Major League. Thank you. She's amazing. I love our intern.
Next up that you picked for me, baseball movie considered a classic Kevin Costner movie, Bull Durham.
Okay. So this one, Bull Durham and Tim... the hell's his name?
Robbins.
Tim Robbins, yeah, from Shawshank Redemption. Andy Dufresne. Let me rephrase that.
Andy Dufresne. Susan Sarandon?
Susan Sarandon's in it, yeah, and it's about basically an old pitcher that is trying to help a new pitcher. Or no, an old catcher in the minor leagues, where Tim Robbins is a new pitcher coming in, but then there's this...
wait, I remember his name. Nuke LaLoosh or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
It's a weird name.
He's Andy Dufresne to me every time he plays. Hudsucker Proxy? Andy Dufresne.
But it's considered a classic baseball movie, and they always rank it as one of the better baseball movies.
Correct. And I think it was accepted by the people.
Yeah.
I would say, and I'm not trying to throw you off scent, but maybe I am. But yeah, it's a real. Remember,
And this is one of those movies that it's about baseball, but I think it's a relationship movie. It's about Susan Sarandon. Does she like the old guy with the experience, or the new up and comer that's better looking and better?
She's like the old owner of the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Where she would groom the comedians to be one of theirs.
And by groom, she meant in a physical sense.
Kind of
groom,
with lace. Garments.
She made him wear underwear while pitching, so that it would keep his mind on that, and he would be more clear-headed when he pitched.
It would make him have good luck.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to say this movie I know is a classic. It's got to be high, but the question is it in the upper 70s?
How high is it?
It's this high. I'm going to say 85.
85 for Bull. 85 for Bull.
85 for Bull. Okay, and that is our final two movies now.
Wait.
Right?
No, we have one more.
Oh, that's right. I have one for you.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, another one that's considered one of the classics, from the 70s, a group of misfits. It's one of the original group of misfits. No, that's from the 90s. This is the movie The Bad News Bears, the original. The one with Walter Matthau.
Keanu Reeves?
No.
Oh.
One, I don't know if you've ever seen it. Bunch of kids who really can't play, who all hate each other, who are a little rough around the edges. Walter Matthau, the alcoholic coach, who literally is drinking beer in the middle of the Little League game.
Yeah, he is. It's amazing because I really think that it's rated PG, but the kids cuss and stuff.
Yeah, because it's one of those before the ratings really got done.
Before it really mattered to have ratings.
And this one was great because you had Kelly something or other, the outfielder who was the misfit. They've made fun of it on The Simpsons, the episode where Homer coaches the Pee Wee football team.
Okay.
But he's way more talented than everyone else. He rides a motorcycle as like a 13-year-old. He smokes. Yeah. He's kind of the bad boy too. And they kind of up and come and beat the top. The physically fit, well-funded rich kid team.
They're the Mighty Ducks of baseball.
Right, but remember, this is back in the 70s, so it really was kind of groundbreaking because it was kind of definitely before its time. Now every movie about sports is this movie.
Yeah,
right?
every kid movie about a new sport.
Misfits, a coach that's not supposed to be there, but didn't want to be there, but now they're all going to huddle around each other.
And then you got Mighty Ducks and Rudy.
Pretty much every other sports movie. So this one I know was pretty well thought of.
But Walter Matthau was huge back then, so
Yes.
he took the lead role. So
Totally.
he probably brought people
and all the
in.
kids were a bunch of unknowns. They were not.
Yeah, and they still are. So
Actually, I think you're right because I don't think any big star was on there.
no. So I'm going to say though mid-range. I'm not going to say very high. I'll say 72.
72.
72 for Bears.
Or Bears.
Bears.
All righty.
Our intern's writing it down.
All right. I'm going to read the scores.
Do you already have them? I hope so, because if not, I don't know what to do. All right,
Okay.
so
Here we
okay,
go.
all right.
So for the first movie, Rookie of the Year.
So for rookie,
right next to Rookie, you, sir, were off by a lot. Or no, I was off by a lot because that movie came in at a 35.
Oh, you were up by 15.
I guessed a 50, so
Yeah.
I'm already at 15. The next one up for the one I gave you
Major
was
League?
Major League. What did he say for Major League, intern?
48.
48. This is where I think you lost it already because that movie actually critics liked. It was
Really?
82.
Ooh, I'm already off by 38.
Wow, look at him trying to do math. Okay, now for Bull
I think
Durham.
good sometimes.
You don't need none English. What did 85 for Bull Durham? I was off by a little bit too, but not by that much. That movie is 97. So my total is 30 or 20.
15 plus.
27 is my score.
27.
So you're already above that, and we haven't even gone the last one.
Let's not even go.
The final one is
No
Bad
reason.
News Bears.
There's no reason.
97.
Yep.
You're way off.
Again.
So I win again.
No reason.
I win. That's about as high as she gets
Rigged.
on me.
There's two of them. There's
All
one of
right.
me.
I got a before we get to the
right.
list.
Yeah.
Let's do a little love-hate.
Then I just hate you, and I hate your ass face.
I hate you, Ron Burgundy. I hate you. No, I don't hate Balboa, but I pity the fool.
Would it interest you to know how much I hate you, Johnny? I hate you so much that I would destroy myself to take you down with me.
Now, this is the love-hate movie edition, and I'm actually going to throw 3 types of people out here who you love to hate, and you're going to tell me which one of these are the worst humans on the planet. This is the
Okay.
movie edition.
The movie edition.
So I'm going to give you 3.
Okay.
Number 1.
Okay.
The Crinkle Eater. Now, that Crinkle Eater, what I mean by that is the person... Hold
Okay,
on.
yeah,
This person in the movie theater.
Oh, I brought my own bag of candy.
I brought my own bag of candy. I'm opening it very loud. It takes me 5 minutes to open the bag, and then every time I reach in the bag, it is made of the loudest material on the planet.
Yep.
And they also might be inappropriate eaters too. The loud eater.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glumping that all together. Right?
Oh man, that noise.
That's pretty bad.
Oh.
That's part 1.
Oh, that's my oldest daughter.
Oh man, that's bad.
It is.
The second person
Okay.
that we love to hate.
Okay.
Person who brings their kids to the kid that is obviously not the right age for the movie.
Oh.
Like
brings the baby.
It's a rated R movie, and they're bringing the baby.
Oh, you mean like that? Okay, like somebody brought their kid to Deadpool.
Right.
Like it's a Marvel movie. It's fine.
No, it is not. But the kid is also bored and is getting anxious and running up, and that kind of thing. That person who brings the kids.
That's funny.
The third one, and they start to cry.
And,
says
yeah,
my
and they cry
intern.
out loud. And they're like, ah!
Yeah. Or the third person.
Okay.
The screen is always on person. Phones are always being checked. They're answering texts.
Yes.
Some people answering FaceTime chats.
Really?
In
Have you
the
had that
theater.
happen?
Oh, I've had that happen.
Really?
So
I don't go to your poor people theater.
all right,
thing.
so talk to me about each one. We're a frequent moviegoer, so talk
Yes,
to me
we
about each
are.
one. So the Crinkle Eater, Loud Eater, the bringing the kids, and the screen is always on person.
The crinkle eater loud eater gets me bad because I don't like that. When I was growing up, chewing with your mouth open is like telling everybody you worship Satan.
Yeah.
So it's really bad.
Yeah.
And I think it's really gross because, I mean, when you're talking to people, sometimes you accidentally like a piece of saliva comes out or something. But when you're chewing with your mouth open, shit flies everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's disgusting. And then, of course, the noise is like, really, you can't grab the popcorn out of that thing a little bit easier?
Yeah. Because what happens is it takes you out of the movie.
Yeah.
Because you start thinking to yourself, like, okay, you're reaching, are you digging for a specific candy in that bag?
Exactly.
Because
you wanted the yellow Starburst?
Yeah.
Screw off, dude.
Yeah. And the other problem I have with that is manufacturers, guys who make the candy.
Yeah.
These are movie box candy. They're candy boxes sold in a movie theater. Can we not have designed
That's why
something
they sell
that is
boxes.
noise free?
They sell boxes. That's
But then
why
they got to put them in the cellophane.
This
in
is the
inside.
person that brings their own.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like that
That's
person
pretty
a
bad.
lot.
And the second one would be the person who brings their kids.
And
Now, my kid right here is well behaved. She doesn't make a peep. She watches a movie. She's fantastic in a movie theater. She's the exception. She does a great job. In
my
movie
kid's
theater.
not. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shh. My son, he was probably 7, and we took him to a Marvel movie.
Okay.
And that was only 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And he went with his friend. I could not tell him shut up enough. So much that I had to switch spots with my wife because I was getting so frustrated that he would not be quiet.
Yeah.
I hate those.
He was still learning theater etiquette.
He was, but I had told him 1,000 times to be quiet. So that bugs me a lot. So if I'm sitting next to somebody like that, I might not say something. But if their kid's like 10 and they brought him to like Deadpool, then I probably would.
Yeah.
Be like, knock that shit off.
Right. Especially, it's the worst when they're just right next to you and you're thinking to yourself, if we would have just sat on another part of the theater, we wouldn't even hear it. Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, and then the final one is the screen is always on person. They're checking their phones, checking their texts, checking what time it is halfway.
Well, you and I grew up before phones.
Right.
So we know what it's like.
Yeah.
Some people don't. They're idiots.
But it's like, you just paid a bunch of money. I know how much it costs because I just paid it too. Right? I'm dropping over $50 just to be in this damn theater.
Yeah.
Do you have something better to do than you shouldn't have paid all this money for the ticket?
If you had something pressing, you probably shouldn't have come to the movie. No, I agree.
So who would be maybe your worst? Or maybe, I guess rank them 1, 2, 3. Who is the person we love to hate the most?
I'm gonna go.
Who's the worst? Who's the worst person in the world?
I would say the worst person is probably the parent that brought the kid.
Yeah.
Because they're just straight up shouldn't have kids.
And that affects the whole movie theater.
Yes.
I mean, the whole movie
Not just
theater
the
gets
person
thrown
next
off
to
their
you.
vibe when it's the wrong.
I would say number 2 would be the phone.
Okay.
Give yourself 2 hours, 3 hours in some cases.
Yeah.
Stay off your phone.
Or Endgame, 5.5 hours.
Yeah, right. Endgame, which we'll talk about.
Do you know how many people are going to be checking their phones during Endgame?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I stopped looking at the internet. I won't check my phone until I'm done watching
phone.
Endgame.
And the phone thing is that's another one that it affects everyone because as soon as the screen gets bright, I don't care if that person's on the other side of the theater. You're completely taken out of it, right?
Unless they're behind you.
So you actually think the crinkle eater is the least offensive of
even
the
though it's the most one that bothers me.
That's the one that would drive me up the wall the most.
Oh my God, I would.
I actually think I have my ratings the same as you because the child thing gets me mad because then I also think of what a horrible parent they are. I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, come on, don't do this to us. The screen is always on takes me out of it because I think it's just really inconsiderate.
Yeah.
The crinkle eater, I think there's a chance that person thinks that the noise is not getting to everyone else.
Yeah.
Like
And
they
they
think,
don't
well,
understand
not everyone can hear it or they don't understand it.
Yeah.
So I think I would rank it the same, but let's just all agree that all of those people
are
really, really
I'm
bad
sorry,
people.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
Sorry.
All right, let's.
Okay, where are we at? Where
let's
are we
move
at?
on. Let's do our list.
Are we going to do the list?
Let's do the list.
All right.
I wonder who wrote the book of life.
All right, so this is a list that we have that is people that we would love to meet in Hollywood.
Yes.
People that we'd love to meet, not necessarily in Hollywood, but if they were somewhere else, we'd meet them there too.
We would like to have carnal knowledge of them.
We would, and we'd love to have. We would love to be able to
horizontal mambo.
We would love to be able to lay down with them and talk.
Yes,
and stuff like that.
Talk things out.
Yeah. And we have.
We would like to do things that they talk about in Marvin Gaye songs.
Yes, and then but we would also have a free pass from our spouses.
Right, which is a very important part to this whole thing. Is the free pass.
Well, plus it has to happen consensually.
Yes, which is also another really important part of this.
So I have people on my list like Nev Campbell, Alyssa Milano. He's got some Gretzky person, and that was a car.
Yeah.
And he's got some other actors and actresses that I can't pull out of my brain right now.
Okay.
So we're gonna add one to our list.
Who
this
are you
week.
going to add to your list this week?
To my list this week? Well, you got Jessica Alba, cheater.
I do.
So I already have her. Damn it! I was going to add Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I already have her. And I already have Sophia Turner from Game of Thrones too.
You could make up a name right now and say she's from Game of Thrones. I wouldn't know.
Nobody would know, right?
No,
like,
I would know.
Brianna of Tarth.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I love her on that show. I've never seen it.
Okay, so I think I'm going to add, and this is all going to fall into a theme. I'm going to add Jon Snow.
Really? Well, he's quite popular because even I've heard of him.
He is one of the leads. Kit Harington from Game of Thrones. Just because, well, everybody else wants to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Now, is this one of those things that, like, I don't want my wife to watch the show because she'll have the hots for this guy?
She already does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She already has it. She's like, oh, Jon Snow. And I'm like, oh. That's a really bad impression.
That was really... it's like I was in the same room. That's how clear that was.
But I also would say that he did do SNL a few weeks ago, and it was amazing and funny. So he could make me laugh.
Oh. And cry and quiver.
And both. 3 of them.
All right, for mine, I always like to say topical. And right now, Billie Eilish has a top
really?
album. However, because she is too young,
okay. Watch where you
I'm
go
going to go
here.
with the original Billie Eilish because we've seen this movie before. I'm going to pick Fiona Apple, who essentially was Billie Eilish before Billie Eilish was even born.
Criminal.
But she's a criminal. Fiona Apple looks like her, sounds like her. Yeah, that's right. Wrong one. I don't know how it's all good. But Fiona Apple was like the original Billie Eilish, a little bit goth, a little bit darker, young, super skinny, looks like she's a twig, that kind of thing. And I'm going to
eat more.
She really should. She should eat more Fiona Apples. So.
Yeah. Look at you.
Look at me. A little wordplay.
How many
folks.
kids do you think she has right now? Fiona Apple, not Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish?
We're being told by the intern 2. Well, you were first on 3, so I took 3 minus 1. Okay, 1.
Oh, okay.
She's just 1. Right. Fiona Apple has 1 apple.
Okay, one little apple.
She has 1 little green apple.
Anyway, so that's my pick. She still looks pretty good though.
I haven't seen a picture of her lately, and I'm not going to Google it.
You know why she got mommed out a little bit, which means she fleshed out a little bit.
Fleshed out.
Yeah.
So she gained like 3 pounds.
Yeah, like 8.
It is.
That's how many I gain a year.
A month.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us. I'd like to thank our intern Josephine. One last chance to say hello.
Hi.
Oh,
she
most we'll get. Oh my gosh,
she's just annoyed of us speaking.
All righty. Next week, I'm assuming that both of us will have seen Endgame.
Yes, I have tickets for Saturday night, 6 p.m.
I think, are going to try and do Sunday.
It'd be probably a good idea.
Yeah. Like Sunday morning.
Topical.
Yeah.
If I'm not hungover enough.
Yeah.
Because remember, my theater sells beer.
Now, I was going to say, and remember, this is a 9-hour movie, so try to remember like 1 beer an hour.
Every time I say I want to watch a movie twice is because the first time I don't remember.
Yeah. Which is all movies.
Every single one. I'm watching Deadpool 2 again right now.
All right, folks, so that'll do it. Well, I'm excited to talk about the end of the Marvel Universe and
as it stands.
As it stands, right.
All right, so we'll do that. And Chris_Donovan on Twitter.
And Sinatra's Rat Pack on Twitter.
And you have books.
I do. One book is already... I do have websites, but I don't remember them. But it's something like alcohol_cigarettes at Weebly.com.
We should work that out.
We should be better at this.
Yeah, we should.
But you know what? It looks good. I designed the website pretty good.
Okay, so let's buy another domain and just forward it to that one.
Yeah, that's really what I do. But I do have the audiobook of Alcohol and Cigarettes out now on Audible, and the Coffee and Cigarettes Audible book will be out on Audible, I think, in about 2 weeks.
Cool.
So
awesome.
Allmixedup.com,
my alternative rock countdown show, and Conversate with Us is a podcast I'm doing with my wife very, very soon, so check that out. And
that is it. Let's get out of here and beat that traffic home.
All right.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark.
Grandma shark, grandma shark, grandma shark.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Tonight in Arkansas, there's a mother tucking in her daughter and turning off the light. A business owner is burning the midnight oil. An at-home dinner date is plating up possibility. And it's all happening under one roof. How? The power of a conversation, like the one John from Integrity Solutions had with First Horizon Bank about his vision for a sustainable mixed-use building. Now it's not just words, it's life. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/John. First Horizon Bank, member FDIC.